Hi guys, welcome back. So today I've got the Small Booktuber Tag video for you. If you're wondering why I look like this, it's because I just filmed my Slytherin-inspired makeup look tutorial, which was super fun. If that's up already, I will link it up above, and if not, keep an eye out for it. It was definitely fun to do. This was a tag created by Die Kitty Reads, and I was tagged by the lovely bookie Lorra. I will link her channel down below along with the original video. This tag was created because of the monetization policies by YouTube. And so today, as I'm filming this, I mean, this won't be up today, but as I'm filming this, I actually just got an email from YouTube saying that I will no longer be part of the YouTube partner program as of today or have access to monetization because I do not meet the requirements of 4,000 hours of watch time or 1,000 subscribers. So, that is super unfortunate. It's something that's been affecting a lot of small booktubers. I'm sure you've probably heard about this. However, I will say it's been amazing to see how the booktube community has come together in the last month, and I have seen huge increases in my subscribers and my watch time, and that has been so amazing. And so I'm hoping that I will be able to meet that threshold in the next several months, maybe. We'll see if things keep going the way they are, but just be aware, if you're not, that watching videos from your favorite YouTubers at this point now actually makes a really big difference and helps us out so much in moving us towards being able to do that. With all of that said, let's move on to the tag. Question 1, introduce yourself. Hi, I'm Bethany of Beautifully Bookish Bethany. My channel is Books, Beauty, and Geeky Mom Lifestyle. I live in New York City. I am a mom of 2. I have 2 boys. My oldest is almost 4 and my youngest is 14 months. And I love books, like most of you probably do. I also really like makeup and think it's fun to play with, so yeah. Question 2, how long have you been on BookTube? I have been on BookTube since June of 2017, June of last year. So at this point, that is 9 months, and it has been one of the best decisions I've made. I've loved it. Question 3, what types of videos do you make? I make kind of a variety. As you can see, I do some beauty videos, which could include fangirl themed tutorials. I do some Ipsy unbag and try-ons. It's like a makeup subscription service. I do chatty get ready with me videos where I do my makeup and talk about books or whatever else is going on in my life. I also do a lot of book videos. So some of your typical TBRs, wrap-ups, book hauls. I do book review videos for some things. I will occasionally do tags. They're not my favorite, so I don't do a lot of them, but I do some of them. And then I'll sometimes do some other interesting things. I had one video where I went and toured some of the best used bookstores in New York City, and that was a lot of fun to do. So I do kind of a variety of things. I will also occasionally include my kids in some of my videos. I do unboxings for bookish boxes and fandom boxes and showing off bookish merchandise. I kind of do a variety of stuff. I sometimes do geeky mom lifestyle videos. And what else do I do? Oh, I'll do vlogs at bookish events. So like New York City Comic-Con or book signings. I have a lot of kind of event videos. I've done a couple of author interviews, which have been really cool. So yeah, I have a lot of I have like a lot of content on my channel actually. So if you're new, welcome. It would be great to have you here and check out all the different things that I've got going on. Question 4, what do you love about BookTube? Man, what do I not love about BookTube? BookTube is amazing. It's such a warm and welcoming community. I've made so many friends through BookTube with other booktubers doing buddy reads and just chatting about stuff. And I just love how supportive and positive everybody in the community is. To be perfectly honest, it's part of why I have taken a little bit of a step back from the beauty side of things, because I find much of that community to be less that way. I still do some and really enjoy it, but I've definitely been focusing more on the book community. BookTube's amazing. I am so happy that I started this channel and I've loved it. Question 5, what types of books do you read? I read a little bit of everything, but I would say my real love is science fiction and fantasy. I read a lot of sci-fi, fantasy, YA, and adult, both. I also read some other things. I read a lot of other YA stuff, so some contemporary things, primarily focused on diverse books, I would say. I like to read a lot of diverse literature, so I try to read from diverse authors, read diverse stories in all the different ways that can be thought about. Yeah, I kind of read a mix of things. I try to include a little bit of nonfiction, a little bit of literary fiction, historical fiction, but I would say I read a lot of sci-fi fantasy and a lot of diverse books and a lot of YA. I like a good middle grade every once in a while, and I'm trying to get a little bit more into thrillers. So yeah, I think, so this is like a little bit of a side note, but it's kind of funny. I think what tends to happen with me is if I read a really hefty like fantasy novel, say, that's just so good, I can't hop from that straight into another fantasy novel. Otherwise I'll get kind of a reading slump. So the way that I avoid reading slumps is I'll pick up like a romance or a contemporary as like a palate cleanser in between my fantasy novels. Which I really enjoy them, but they're not like necessarily my most favorite thing to read. But they work really well for me as that. So it'll be like fantasy novel, contemporary romance, fantasy novel, like that's sort of like science fiction. That's kind of like how it works for me. Also, I do read a lot, like a lot, way more than I think anybody else should be expected to read. So please, if you watch my wrap-ups, never feel like you should be reading the amount of stuff that I'm reading, because I do not expect anybody else to do it. I think it's a little crazy myself. I read really fast, and I can read in chunks at a time. So you know, like I'm with my kids a lot of the time right now. I'm sure if I, like, once I go back to work with a full-time job, my number of books that I read will decrease significantly. But for the moment, you know, like we go to the playground, I can use my Kindle and get some reading. So I kind of pop it in different places and end up reading kind of an outrageous number of books. Question 6, what is your favorite video that you've made? Okay, I do have an answer to this, and I mentioned it earlier. It's that bookstore tour vlog video that I did touring used bookstores in New York. That was definitely my favorite video. It was a lot of work. It took a long time to make and edit and put together, but it was so much fun, and I was really happy with how it turned out. So I will definitely link that up above if you want to go check it out. And question 7, tag at least 4 small booktube channels or every small channel that you can think of. Oh boy, okay. I feel like a lot of people have already done this tag, so sorry if you've already done it, but I'm just gonna go ahead and give this a try. I will tag Leanna from Leanna's Library. She may have done this already, I'm not really sure. I'm gonna tag Booktiful. Geez, I don't know. I mean, I'm not sure who's done this. I feel like a lot of people have already done this video, so if you haven't done it, go do it. It's kind of a cool way to introduce yourself and get to know other people. In the comments down below, talk to me about any of your thoughts about any of the things I talked about in this video, because I covered kind of a lot. Yeah. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe to see more. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next time.